What is poppin'? It is the Slapton. I am but a lowly Slapton, riding the DeFi waves, and I've got a spoopy DAO for you today. I am talking about none other than Fantom DAO, which is built on the Fantom blockchain. Fantom DAO with a PH. Fantom Chain with an F. So Fantom DAO, I came to learn of them through the Olympus DAO announcement page. Fantom DAO has asked Olympus DAO to partner, and that would essentially mean that Fantom DAO would be holding some GOM and would give an allotment of their native token to Olympus. So there's an Ask Me Anything at the Olympus Discord. I'll leave a link to that and everything, happening on December 8th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock UTC. And so hopefully this video can inform your questions and give you a background on the Fantom DAO and maybe the Fantom Chain. So we'll start with the Fantom Chain. I'll keep this super quick. The Fantom Chain is built on a unique architecture called a direct acyclic graph, which is theorized to solve the scaling and security and centralization trilemma that exists in blockchain. I won't go too deep into it. It is very interesting. You guys can look into that yourselves. And the Fantom Foundation has a mission to build smart cities, which can mean anything from facilitating and utilizing blockchain to improve transportation infrastructure to things like healthcare infrastructure. Now, Fantom DAO is going to have its own mission, and that mission is to be a reserve currency for projects built on the Fantom blockchain. And there are a couple things that I think are worth looking at here, and these are all going to be linked. This is the Medium articles I've been reading. Well, Fantom is fully compatible with Ethereum network, which I love. I don't touch Ethereum. I'm not rich enough to touch Ethereum, but I still recognize that it is the big dog. I mean, there is no bigger dog in DeFi, and that's not my opinion. If you look at the TVL, it's not even close. So speaking of TVL, Fantom and Polygon are just about neck and neck, about 7th and 8th, 8th and 7th right now. So they're both doing very well. And here is the reserve currency, the treasury, what the Fantom treasury will include. And it's proposed, this is so in its infancy that nothing is written in stone, things can be changed, but it looks like right now the plan is for FRAC 60%, DAI 25%, GEOM 10%, and FTM 5%. The tokenomics are laid out as early contributors get 15%, investors 5%, Olympus 3.33% to be determined. This is what we're going to have the AMA about tomorrow, where everybody can vote on this. The community 76.67%. My favorite part is the managing dilution part. One of the ways that I evaluate the legitimacy of a ohm fork is how they look at dilution. In my opinion, anything that does not, any fork that does not care about managing dilution, I avoid. Which isn't to say that anyone that does manage dilution will be successful, but it is a sign of long-term thinking. So just like Klima, which I'm a big believer in, this documentation says that the DAO will manage dilution and keep it reasonable. Always a good sign. The Treasury will take in bonds, as all these ohm forks do, and as Olympus does. 85% will be kept in the reserve treasury and the risk-free value treasury. 5% will be used to pay DAO members working, and 10% will be allocated to the Fantom Accelerator. The Accelerator's job, it's more of a program. It accepts participants every month via community nomination and votes. And then it will bootstrap and fund these projects. And its job is to build up the Fantom ecosystem. Very cool thing. So it says the thesis is yet to be finalized, but we will intend to keep it broad enough to include multiple themes such as DeFi startups, NFTs, and others. There you go. Yeah. So another thing I should mention is that there is more documentation about their code, and the team has made it clear that this is not just a copy pasta fork, that they have actually changed the architecture, which I'm not going to get too far into. And this is important because they've changed the architecture. They are aiming for a audit pre-launch, which is important because while Olympus has been audited, the minute you start changing code in a significant way, then you have to make sure that you're audited again to make sure that there's no vulnerabilities. My understanding is also the code will be public and it will be on GitHub. It'll be open source. So that's always good because then it can be scrutinized by the public. And that's pretty much it. So if you have questions about, oh, I should mention this too. So I've been hanging out in the Discord a little bit, the Fantom DAO Discord a little bit. And here's what I can tell you about some of the team members. They're originally shit posters, which is a big plus in my book because my entire life I've basically been a shit poster. And they like Call of Duty. They play Call of Duty. I've seen them the last couple of days play Call of Duty at least 2 or 3 times. They have a channel in there to play Call of Duty. So check that out for what it's worth. Those are bullish signs for me, to be perfectly honest with you. And yeah, man. So check out the AMA. And I am the Slapton. Business Pepe. I hope this wasn't too spoopy for you. If it was, I apologize. I'll have a disclaimer next time, business. All right. Peace, dudes.